It's 1945. The world is caught in the final throes of the deadliest conflict in human history. The Allied forces are closing in on all fronts, and the Axis powers are on the verge of collapse. April in Berlin is cold, grim. The once vibrant city is now a landscape of desolation and despair. The streets are littered with rubble, and the air is thick with smoke from countless fires. The once mighty Third Reich is crumbling. Its grand ambitions and promises of a 1,000-year empire lie in ruins. The infrastructure is destroyed, and the morale of its people is at rock bottom. The Soviet forces are closing in, their relentless advance marking the end of Hitler's reign. The Red Army, having fought its way across Eastern Europe, is now at the gates of Berlin, poised to deliver the final blow. Inside the Führerbunker, a subterranean world of fear and despair, Adolf Hitler faces his demise. The bunker, once a symbol of Nazi strength, is now a tomb of desperation. Hitler, surrounded by his closest advisors, grapples with the reality of his impending defeat. The world watches, awaiting news of the dictator's fate. Leaders across the globe, as well as ordinary citizens, are glued to their radios, anxious for any updates on the situation in Berlin. The air is thick with tension. Every conversation is hushed, every movement deliberate. The soldiers and officers within the bunker are aware that the end is near. With each passing hour, the enemy draws closer. The relentless ticking of the clock serves as a grim reminder that time is running out for the Third Reich. Hitler, the man who plunged the world into chaos, now faces his own oblivion. His once unwavering confidence has given way to paranoia and despair. The walls of the bunker seem to close in on him as he contemplates his fate. His dreams of a 1,000-year Reich have been shattered, reduced to dust and ashes. The grandiose symbols of Nazi power are now nothing more than twisted metal and broken stone. The world holds its breath, waiting for the final act to unfold. In cities and towns across the globe, people gather in public squares and around radios, anticipating the moment when news that the war in Europe is finally over will spread. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and hit the notification bell. It helps us keep bringing you interesting stories. Deep beneath the gardens of the Chancellery, the Führerbunker became Hitler's last refuge. A concrete tomb, it offered little comfort, no escape. Here, surrounded by his closest confidants, Hitler confronted his mortality. The walls closed in, suffocating, a grim foreshadowing of the end. Eva Braun, Hitler's wife, remained by his side. Joseph Goebbels, the Minister of Propaganda, continued to spin tales of hope and defiance. But the reality was insurmountable. The sounds of battle raged above, a constant reminder of their impending doom. The bunker, meant to protect, had become a prison of despair. On April 30th, 1945, the official story emerged. The world was in turmoil, and Berlin was the epicenter of chaos. With Soviet troops closing in, Adolf Hitler had committed suicide. The Red Army was just blocks away, and the Führerbunker was no longer a safe haven. He and Eva Braun, newly married, took their own lives rather than face capture. Their marriage, a mere 40 hours old, ended in a grim pact with death. Their bodies were soaked in gasoline and set ablaze outside the bunker, a final act of defiance. The flames consumed their remains, leaving behind only ashes and questions. The news spread like wildfire. Headlines across the globe declared the end of an era, the fall of a dictator who had plunged the world into darkness. The world, weary from war, breathed a collective sigh of relief. The nightmare was over. Celebrations erupted in the streets, a cathartic release after years of fear and suffering. Hitler, the architect of unimaginable suffering, was no more. Or was he? His death marked the end of his reign, but the scars he left behind would never fully heal. Even as the world celebrated, doubts lingered. Whispers of conspiracy and escape plans circulated, casting shadows over the official narrative. The official account, pieced together from eyewitness accounts, lacked concrete proof. Skeptics questioned the reliability of witnesses and the authenticity of evidence. The mystery of Hitler's final moments would fuel speculation for decades to come. Rumors began to swirl. Whispers of escape, of secret deals and ulterior motives. Could Hitler have cheated death? The chaos of Berlin's fall provided fertile ground for speculation. The lack of clear photographic evidence of Hitler's body fueled the flames of doubt. Conspiracy theories took root, flourishing in the absence of definitive answers. Some claimed Hitler had escaped to South America, finding refuge among Nazi sympathizers. Others believed he had vanished into the vastness of Russia, his fate unknown. The line between fact and fiction became blurred. The rat lines, escape routes for Nazis. The existence of the rat lines lent credence to these theories. These clandestine escape routes, established by Nazi sympathizers, helped numerous war criminals evade justice. Could Hitler have used these same networks to vanish into thin air? The possibility was tantalizing. The world had witnessed the cunning and ruthlessness of the Nazi regime. Could Hitler have orchestrated his own escape, disappearing into the shadows? The idea captivated the imagination, offering a chilling alternative to the official narrative. South America, a safe haven? South America, with its history of political instability and large German communities, emerged as a focal point of speculation. Rumors persisted of Hitler sightings, fueling the belief that he had found refuge in the continent's remote jungles or bustling cities. Stories circulated of secret Nazi enclaves, hidden deep within the Amazon rainforest. Tales were told of elderly Germans bearing uncanny resemblances to the Führer. Though often dismissed as fantasies, these rumors highlighted the enduring fascination with Hitler's fate. The enigma of the remains. Adding to the intrigue, the fate of Hitler's remains remained shrouded in mystery. While the Soviets claimed to have recovered and identified his body, access to the evidence was restricted. The lack of transparency fueled speculation and cast doubt on the official version of events. Were the remains truly those of Hitler, or had something more sinister transpired? The Soviets, eager to control the narrative of Hitler's death, provided conflicting accounts, further muddying the waters. The truth, it seemed, remained elusive. The weight of evidence. Despite the lack of definitive proof, the weight of historical evidence points to Hitler's suicide. Eyewitness accounts from those who claim to have seen his body, combined with the absence of any credible evidence to support his escape, make this the most plausible explanation. Yet the seeds of doubt remain. The lack of access to key evidence, the inconsistencies in Soviet accounts, and the enduring allure of conspiracy theories continue to fuel speculation. The mystery of Hitler's death, like a ghost story whispered through time, refuses to be silenced. The enduring mystery. The passage of time has done little to diminish the fascination with the end of Adolf Hitler. His name continues to evoke a potent mix of horror, fascination, and disbelief. The circumstances surrounding his death remain a subject of debate, a historical enigma that may never be fully solved. Did Hitler die in the bunker, consumed by his own monstrous legacy, or did he escape, living out his days in ignominious anonymity? The answer, lost in the chaos of war and the passage of time, continues to elude us. A legacy of questions. The end of Adolf Hitler marked the end of an era of unprecedented darkness. The world breathed a collective sigh of relief, but the shadows of his reign lingered. Yet his death, shrouded in mystery and ambiguity, left behind a legacy of unanswered questions. How did he truly meet his end? Was it suicide, as the official reports claimed, or was there more to the story? The true nature of his demise, much like the man himself, remains an enigma. The bunker where he spent his final days has been the subject of countless investigations and speculations. The story of Hitler's last days serves as a reminder of the enduring power of mystery. Historians and researchers have pored over documents, eyewitness accounts, and forensic evidence, but definitive answers remain elusive. It highlights our need to seek answers, to make sense of the past even when confronted with the most unsettling possibilities. The quest for truth compels us to explore every lead, to question every narrative, and to challenge the accepted versions of history. The truth, elusive and perhaps unknowable, continues to fascinate and haunt us. As we delve deeper into the past, we uncover layers of complexity and intrigue that only add to the mystique. The legacy of questions left behind by Hitler's death is a testament to the human desire for understanding, a journey that may never truly end.